Hi, friends. Welcome to another session of Story Time. How's your day? I hope it's doing great so far. Well, today we are going to read these three books. I've got a book about Chicago. I've got the book that I liked from my childhood about nursery rhymes. And I've got this new book. I've never read it before. Let's see how good is this. Before we begin reading our books, I would like to sing with you the song that we've been singing about reading books, how important it is for us to learn our sounds, how to sound words, and how to go to the sound table when we're able to, so we can read books no matter how big, how tiny they are. It's just very important to always read books. That's why I love story time. Remember yesterday? I played a song that our friend Jeannie B loves to sing with her guitar. Let's listen to the song and try to remember the words. For that, I have my computer right here that's gonna help me. Okay? At the count of three. 1, 2, 3. To build a boat, read a book. If you want to learn how to make a robot, read a book. If you want to learn how to build fireworks, read a book. If you want to learn how to build a computer, read a book. 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 To learn anything, that's where I go. I read a book. If you want to learn how to be a doctor, read a book. If you want to learn how to be a chef, read a book. If you want to learn how to be a librarian, read a book. If you want to learn how to be a teacher, read a book. Thank you, friends. This way we're going to learn the words faster and faster with the pictures that I chose. So, whatever we want to become, we got to read books, always. If we want to build a boat, we got to read a book. If we want to find out how to build a robot, we figure it out by reading a book. Even how to make fireworks, we need to read a book. If we want to build a computer, we read a book. If we want to become a doctor, we read a book. Oh, doctors read plenty and plenty of books. Even chefs that are always in the kitchen cooking yummy things for us, they gotta read books. If you want to become a librarian, did you know what a librarian is? We don't have a librarian in our school because we have our books in the book corner, right? But librarians are people that work at the libraries. They take good care of the books. If you go to them and if you ask for a book, they can tell you where to find it, and they organize the books in alphabetical order. That way, they can easily find the book that begins with A or with zebra. They know where to look. They're not all messed up. That's what librarians do. And if you want to become a teacher, that's what I'm always telling you. We gotta read lots of books. Let's sing the song one more time so we can remember the words and we can begin reading our books. Ready, friends? If you want to learn how to build a boat, read a book. If you want to learn how to build a robot, read a book. If you want to learn how to build fireworks, read a book. If you want to learn how to build a computer, read a book. 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 To learn anything, that's where I look. I read a book. If you want to learn how to be a doctor, read a book. Read a book. If you want to learn how to be a librarian, read a book. If you want to learn how to be a teacher, read a book. Read a book. Read a book. To learn anything, that's where I look. I read a book. Thank you, friends. Thanks for following the song with me. It was a good job. We're gonna continue practicing and practicing until we learn a new song while we're not together. Isn't that amazing? Who would have thought? Okay, now we're gonna begin by listening to some nursery rhymes. These nursery rhymes were invented a very long time, and almost every generation knows how to a couple of them. For example, probably mom or dad knows these nursery rhymes, so you can ask them to tell you some nursery rhymes. Let's see if they remember. I know we love this one, my friends. Guess which one is it? It's Hickory Hickory Dock. Let's read it. Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse was gone. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory begins with a h for hat. See the big h right here? See the mouse running up the clock? This is a very old or antique clock. I like this picture. Let's see if we remember tomorrow to sing this song. We used to sing it in the classroom. Oh, my favorite one. Guess who this is? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. When down came my spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Oh. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John went to bed with trousers on, one shoe off and the other shoe on. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John. Look at the kitty cat right there. Hush-a-bye, bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the rod breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, cradle and all. They are called nursery rhymes because all of the sounds rhyme. Did you realize? Look at this one. Little Tommy Tucker sings for his supper. What shall we give him? White bread and butter. How will he cut it without a knife? How will he marry without a wife? That was funny. Ride a cock horse at Bunbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse. Rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes. This is a lady riding a horse. And the boys right there, they don't have real horses, but they have these pretend horses. And my favorite one, I think Mac and Finn are gonna remember this one. Let's see what it says. It says, Hot crust buns, hot crust buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot crust buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot crust buns. See, in England, the country in Europe, they make these buns and they have a crust on the top so that they can bake easily. And a long time ago, you can see the people wearing these long dresses. We don't wear those kind of clothes anymore. Look at their shoes. Long time ago, the person that was selling the hot cross buns will go on the street ringing that bell with the buns on a tray. Of course, they were covered with that cloth. And they will say, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. That's one of my favorite ones. We're gonna leave the rhymes for a while. Thank you, Book of Rhymes. Let's say, thank you for the story. Gracias por la historia. And now we got the second book. This book is about Chicago. I bet some of my friends have seen this book, or I bet that you have it at home. Good night, Chicago. I love it because it has very good pictures about the things that we can spot in our city. Good morning, Lake Michigan. Good morning, Harbor Lighthouse. Are we ready to share a wonderful day? I love going to Lake Michigan. Right now it's a little bit cold and we're not supposed to be there. We're staying at home, but soon we'll be able to go again to Lake Michigan and have fun. Greetings, Navy Pier and Ferris wheels. Greetings, Chicago River and bridges. Oh, the Navy Pier. Have you been into the new Ferris wheel? So much fun. And we have lots and lots of bridges in the Chicago River. Hello, great Chicago buildings, reaching up into the sky. Who knows all the names of these huge buildings? The Hancock, they each have a special name. The Water Tower. Hello, kids and kites in Lincoln Park. Hello, fantastic fountains. Have you ever gone outside to fly a kite like this? It's so much fun in the summer. And who hasn't been into the fountains in downtown? Buckingham Fountain, it's a lot of fun when they put lights in the summer and it changes colors. Wow, look at those dinosaur bones at the Field Museum of Natural History. We have 2 big skeletons of dinosaurs. We have a new one, I don't remember the name of it right now, and we have another one which is not that big. Now it's small compared to the other new one. The small one is Scarlet Zoo. And I don't know, we have to go check it out once they open again their doors. Choo-choo! There go model trains. There go model trains at the Museum of Science and Industry. Some of our friends from room 2 had the chance to go last year to the museum and we checked the trains. It was so much fun. I remember going with Thomas McAfee, and we saw this part of the museum. It was a lot of fun. It's nice to see you, Art. Who has seen this amazing structure, red structure in downtown? It's a very cool one. Hello, historic water tower place on the Magnificent Mile. This is a very old building, one of the oldest one in the city, the water tower place. It must be autumn because the trees are orange and red. See those leaves falling down? Good luck, Chicago sports teams. You can do it! I didn't know we had so many sports teams in Chicago until I read this book. See, that's why it's important to read the books. So we have the Chicago Bulls. I know Maddie has gone to see some games, basketball games. What about the Bears? They play American football. Chicago Fire. They play soccer. The Cubs, of course, they're neighbors to our school. And we have two teams of players, the White Sox and the Cubs. And we also have a hockey team called the Blackhawks. All of those are teams that play in Chicago. We love sports in Chicago. Hey, just listen to those blues and jazz musicians. We have very good jazz musicians in Chicago. Good evening, stargazers at the planetarium. Have you ever wished upon a star? Have you been to the planetarium? It's a very cool place to go. Good night, Chicago. Sleep tight. Thank you for sharing a wonderful day with us. Look at all of the different kinds of houses and buildings that we have in Chicago. Isn't that amazing? The end. That was a fun book about some of the things that we can see in Chicago, our great city. Did you know that we call Chicago the city of big shoulders, broad shoulders? That's an interesting fact, my friends. Okay, let's sing the song Abrir, Cerrar. Ready, friends? Abrir, cerrar, abrir, cerrar las manos al compás. Cerrar, abrir, cerrar, abrir las manos hacia atrás. Good job, friends. Let's try one more time. Abrir, cerrar, abrir, cerrar las manos al compás. Cerrar, abrir, cerrar, abrir las manos hacia atrás. Excellent, friends. Okay, now I love this book because at the back it has a cactus. Begins with a sound k. And it is called ta-da, Tiny T-Rex and the Impossible Hug. Why was it impossible for him to hug? Let's find out. It was written by Jonathan Stutzman and illustrated by Jay Fleck. Let's find out what it is about. Tiny T-Rex and the Impossible Hug. I am tiny. That is my name. Also, I am very small, especially compared to my family. I do not mind being tiny, but sometimes it makes things tricky. Today is the trickiest. Today I will face the biggest challenge I have ever faced. Today I must learn how to hug. Oh. Hello, Pointy. How are you? No, today I feel sad. I do not want to play. Tiny T-Rex. Let's see, he has a very long list of things that he has to do, like how to make a friend feel better by giving him cakes, smiles, hugs, tacos, telling them jokes, but the most important thing on his list is how to give friends hugs. I have tiny arms, and it's very difficult to hug with these tiny arms. Each day I am growing taller, but my arms are still tiny. Hugging almost seems impossible for a Rex as tiny as me, but I will try anyway, 'cause Pointy needs me. He was sad, right? See, he keeps growing, but his arms are still short. Where is my father? I will ask him for advice. Hello, father. Look, his fire is so big. Rexers are thinkers, not huggers. Perhaps instead of hugs, mathematics might be the answer to your problem. Let's see. 7 plus 3 equals what? 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 plus 3 equals what? Pointy does not like math. That's what I know. Math will only make Pointy feel worse. That's Dad giving him some advice. Hello, Auntie Junip. I have a problem. I must learn how to hug, but my arms are too tiny. I have found that balance is the key to the problem. Balance and freshly squeezed cucumber juice. That's disgusting, Auntie. I will ask my mother for help instead. See, she thinks balance is the key. That's what she's doing. And the juice. That's so funny. I have fallen, and now I am lost. I do not think I will find my mother here. Oh. Hello, Mother. Oh, she was in a drawer, and then Mother found him. There. It's okay if you can't hug, Tiny. You are good at many other things. You are kind and very creative and braver than most of your friends. You are tiny, but your heart is big. I cannot hug with my heart, Mother. I must learn how to hug with my arms. That's what I need. Hello, sister. Hello, brother. Please help me. Hugging is very difficult. We love to help, Tiny. To the impossible, you must plan and practice. Whoosh, just practice. Bunk, practice, plunk, and practice even more. Thank you, Trixie and Rory. That's good advice. Hop. will plan my strategy. And then I do this, and then what about if I do this? And then if Sharpie comes and my friend comes and then I do that. See, he has his strategy all planned on a chalkboard. I will get stronger and I will practice very hard. He's working out. I will practice and practice my hugs on everything that I find. A ball, I don't know, a book, a flower, an ice cream. Oh no, not the ice cream. But for sure he's jumping the rope. That's working out. I will not practice. Oh, wait! No, not anymore. Not on a cactus. I will not practice on a cactus anymore. That was a terrible idea. I am almost ready. I will practice one more time. When I'm done, I'll find my friend. This tree is very big, like Pointy. Let me go hug it. It's not sharp and dangerous like the cactus was, right? This is not a tree. I have made my mistake. Please help. From up here, everything looks tiny, very tiny like me. I could hug anything I want from up here. Did you see where he is? He's flying. That's why everything looks so tiny from up there. Now I'm falling. I should not have let go. Now I will never find Pointy. Whoops! Hello, Pointy. Hello, Tiny. He found his friend. He actually landed on his friend. That was so silly. I am here to make you feel better. I have practiced and practiced very hard. And I hugged many things on my way. My arms are still tiny, but my hugs are still tiny too. But I will do my best because you are my best friend. See? His arms are tiny, his hugs are tiny, but he's doing his best because he loves his best friend. Thank you, Tiny. That was the biggest hug I've ever had. The end. This was a fun book, right, friends? I'm happy that you got to enjoy this book with me as well. Join us tomorrow for more story time. I'm gonna keep buying books since I'm out of books, but let's see what fun books can I find. And maybe you can give me some suggestions of the books that you want me to find. I can order them on my Amazon, I don't know. But it's so much fun reading books with you. Okay? See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Ciao. Arrivederci. Auf Wiedersehen.